Hello, excuse me, and welcome to the 11th episode of the Kilty Cannon. This is my car. I'm at work at the moment, and it's the only opportunity I've got to record. I'm doing untold amount of hours at work, so here we are. We're in my car in the car park at my work. How very glamorous. I did manage to catch the match. Obviously, I'm speaking just a few hours after we drew 2-2 with Man City. It's great to be talking about a game where we didn't lose. It's a good start. Yes, we there are a lot of things to critique during the match, but we didn't lose, and against a top flight opponent. I mean, a really top level opponent. It was quite surprising to see Man City's lineup. They didn't have. I mean, their centre midfield consisted of Kevin De Bruyne and David Silva. Pardon me, very talented midfielders, but they're, I mean, in terms of grit and ball winning, I mean, they were lacking. They had Fernandinho at right back. It signified that Guardiola wanted their team to be free flowing and no fixed position, and you know, that's what the modern game consists of most of the time when you're playing a team that likes to attack. I mean, we sometimes aim towards that, but at the moment we should just get back to fucking basics, let's be honest, because we're not really at our best in any way, shape or form. But when I saw the lineup, I thought, we've got a shout here. But then I was under the impression that Aaron Ramsey was fit at the time, and I tweeted as such, and then I got shouted down by about 20 people saying, no, Ramsey's not fit, you moron. And then I saw that Xhaka and Coquelin were playing, and we've all seen Xhaka and Coquelin do not work well together, and so it proved. Coquelin is a shadow of the player who was that fierce ball winner. He still can win the ball, but one, he's not doing it anywhere near as well, and we all know that he can't pass the ball for shit. So him next to Xhaka, their pivot doesn't work. They don't read each other. When one goes forward, one needs to stay back. They don't do that. Coquelin goes missing. He's got a touch of the Alexander Songs. It seems that he's believing his own hype. He thinks he can wang 30-yard balls. He can't do a 2-yard fucking pass, never mind a 30-yard pass. Obviously, Xhaka's not at his best in any way, shape or form, but he battled. And he stuck gamely to his task, trying to mark De Bruyne and Silva. But the problem was that they were everywhere. Leroy Sané especially was on fire. He was really, really good. And for his age, I mean, he's only going to get better, which is scary. Good for City, not for the rest of them. Not for the rest of us. Obviously, they scored within 5 minutes, and I'm guessing everyone in the stadium just thought, oh, here we go again, this is not good. And including myself, I wasn't there, but I watched the game, and it was painful when that goal went in. But the last few months, when we've had a setback, we've literally crumbled in front of our very eyes. We've just gone to pieces. Not this time. We really did fight. We took the game to him. It was promising to see Welbeck start instead of Giroud. I like Welbeck. Everyone loves Welbs. Everyone loves him, and he runs and runs for the cause. And it was the good choice. It was the right choice for him to start. He didn't get much of a sniff, but he tried. Bless him. And the whole team tried. They really did go for it, and it was good to see. And obviously we pulled a goal back. Theo, who flitted in and out of the game, but he keeps producing the goods, and I'll always have his back. I think he's a really valuable player for us. And then we conceded again straight away. Within a minute and a half, I think it was, Aguero put them 2-1 up, and then we went in at half-time 2-1 down, and we're thinking, oh, not again, we can't afford to lose this game. But second half we came out and we continued to our press. I will get to that later. But we continued to probe, and we looked dynamic. And it was good that we were against a team like Man City, who do not have 2 banks of 4, and they look to attack. We look to attack. It was a really good game to watch for the neutral. But the whole time I was just shitting myself that we were going to lose because of the run we've been on. I'm not going to talk about the protests. Everyone's got a right to protest, and you know, if you're going to go into the ground afterwards and support the team, you do what you need to do. Fair enough. But as long as you support the team, I couldn't really hear the crowd, but that's watching it through TV on a mobile phone and listening to it on the radio. So, you know, yeah, but we kept on, and the second half was good to watch. It was good to see. I don't know. We didn't win again, unfortunately. We dropped points. It means the gap is ever wider. But it was good to see Mustafi get another goal. He leapt like a salmon to meet that cross, a Mesut Ozil cross. Either team could have won it in the end, but a 2-2 draw, you'd have to say it was a fair result. If anything, City might have edged it on chances created. What's not good is the injuries we've cropped up. Look, Koscielny went off in the first half. Gabriel came on. Everyone feared the worst. I mean, Gabriel coming on is not exactly a signal for optimism, but he didn't do badly. Fair play to him. And Koscielny going off, it's an Achilles injury apparently. So let's hope. I mean, if it's an Achilles injury, he may be rested for the West Ham game. Hopefully, it's not lengthy layoff because we need Koscielny. It's quite obvious. Very important that he comes back quickly. I don't know the extent of Rambo's injury. Obviously, he missed this game. Now I know anyway. But we could well do with him for the West Ham game. I'd rather him or anyone. I'd rather a tent peg in the middle of the pitch than Coquelin at the moment. So fingers crossed he steps up and he's fit. I don't know. I mean, West Ham Wednesday. That's our next game, and that's, of course, every game is a fucking must-win. It's a tired phrase, but it's true. We need to win that game. West Ham coming off of a loss to Hull. But that's with it. Can you say with any confidence what the result's going to be? Startling, scary stat is that. Oh, scary. I don't know. At the same stage last season, same amount of games played, we have the exact same record this season as we did last season. Same amount of wins, draws and defeats. Obviously, that shows that no progress has been made, but alternatively, it shows that we've not got worse. What is worse is the gap between us and the top teams. Chelsea, City, even dare I say it, Tottenham. They're not a top team, but they're performing, they're playing like a top team. And the gap's getting bigger, whereas we have stayed the same, we have plateaued. And that's not acceptable, considering we have spent money and we've brought in players that are meant to make us better, and we've stayed the same. So make of that what you will. I just thought it was quite surprising when I heard the stat. Where do we go from here? Like I said, we've got the West Ham game next. I'd like to see Alexis back up top against West Ham, but who knows? I mean, Giroud has got quite a good record against West Ham, so fingers crossed. Whoever comes in just gets the goals and we get 3 points. I mean, that's all that matters. New section for these series of videos is something every week that really grinds my fucking gears and something that really annoys me. I've had a few requests for a rant or two, because that's what I do on the podcast that I appear on, the Goodness Fair Pod. Brilliant podcast it is, I must say so. And what I'm really fucking angry about this week is the fact that every single pundit who talks about Mesut Ozil implores him to drop back and help out the midfield when they're under fire. It's not his fucking job to drop back into midfield and muck in. If you've got a diamond ring, a luxury diamond ring, you're not going to use it to fucking polish the floors, are you? You're not going to do that. You're going to put it on your finger and let it sparkle. Ozil is dangerous when he's in the final third. Him not in the final third results in the Mesut Ozil we've seen over the last 6 months without Santi Cazorla. Why the fuck would you want Mesut Ozil mucking in? It doesn't. That's nullifying one of the best players of a generation. It doesn't make any sense. I love Martin Keown. I think he's my favourite ever player. Him, Freddie Ljungberg, of course. But he said that Mesut Ozil should be mucking in because Xhaka and Coquelin did not have a grip of the game. No, he should not be. He should be in the final third, supplying passes for our forward line. I'm going to calm down now. I've got to go back to fucking work. Thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. You have no idea I'll be back soon, probably after the West Ham game, hopefully with some good news, hopefully something happy to talk about. Until then, thank you for watching. Hopefully speak to you all soon. Give us a buzz on Twitter if you want me to talk about anything, any subject whatsoever, any feedback. Leave on the YouTube comments page, and word to your respective guardians.